What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? No, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called?
Hello, everyone. This meeting is being recorded. So this is our second take recording this because I can't emotionally handle, well, seemingly anything at all because one shift in how Zoom operates and I just crumble. And I didn't realize that a woman's robot or a robot woman's voice now, when you click recording, it says this meeting is being recorded. And Caleb says that he thinks it's because people were beating off on Zoom. And
I'm 100% sure. That's
why are you 100% sure?
I'm not saying that's the only reason. I'm saying that's what got it going. Someone
got recorded and released.
Companies talking about stuff that they don't want out yet, or things that they don't want the public to know about. But I guarantee the urgency with which that first email was sent was someone who had been pleasuring themselves over Zoom and was not aware they were being recorded. And I think that's my educated guess.
Man.
And they made it a woman's voice, too. They made it a woman's voice because you're like, oh, no.
You're saying, wait, hold on. I don't see. It's that last part that trips me up a little bit because what you're saying is that if Zoom started and a voice was like, you're being recorded, then you would keep jerking off, or you would, then that would not, you would not consider yourself informed of the, or it's like you're saying it's softer. So for a straight man who obviously would be the dumbass jerking off on Zoom, a woman's voice makes you less afraid, or or something.
Or maybe it's a man and a woman having a romantic digital get down, and and the guy's recording it surreptitiously to put on one of those revenge sites, and then the lady hears this meeting's being recorded. It sounds like a woman. She goes, "Where's that woman's voice coming from?" And he's like, "No, it was me." Like it's
wait. So now you're saying that she thinks she doesn't get mad that she's being recorded. She gets mad that the guy is cheating on her with some robot lady?
I don't know what it is. I just know that I know that it's something to do with masturbating. That's the reason for a lot of things that are the way they are. I would assume that was the first thing that got an email sent to Zoom where they were like, wait a minute.
That honestly sounds right to me. I do, and I'm just giving you hell about the lady robot voice guesses you had there. Those I didn't grab me as quickly, but I'm with you, man. I think that most things happen because of or for sex. I just really do think that. We say that they don't, but like for example, why did Bernie run for president?
To get laid.
Pussy. He said it. Yeah. That's what he would say. I want pussy. Or whatever. And then he finally got like a campaign manager who was like, you gotta stop saying that. And he was like, oh, universal health care or whatever. And I have a horrible Bernie impression. Universal health care.
Look, did I get a lot of pussy in the Senate? Yes, I did. We can all agree that I did get a lot of pussy in the Senate. Was it enough that I felt I deserved? I don't think that's unreasonable to ask. That's why I hit on a podcast. His voice goes real down. He gets right up. He's like swallowing the microphone. He's like, let me tell you something, Joe. I don't know if you know this. And it's like he gets so quiet. It's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like he in Congress has had to yell over everyone talking over him for 50 fucking years. Because think about who he is. He's been saying this shit. He's been saying universal health care since like the 1890s, you know, because Bernie's 400 years old. He's a vampire who loves pussy. Bernie Sanders is a vampire who loves pussy, and everybody knows that. He became a U.S. congressman after the Civil War. And
back then, universal health care was just like pliers. You also get pliers. And we don't wash them, but we're ripping teeth out with these for the rich folks. And we'll rip pliers. Out. If you need anything ripped out with pliers.
I think everyone in America deserves their own supply of leeches.
You'll need whiskey and a stick to bite. When we saw
universal health care in the 19th century, and
that was for a pregnancy. Whiskey and a stick to bite.
You have to own land to have your diseases bled out of you. I don't see why.
And it was before microphones. That's what I mean. When he was in the Senate for the first few years, I'm sure it's a big chamber. You gotta do that big booming voice. I mean,
totally.
What else are you gonna do?
Yeah, because he's been a senator since before microphones were invented. I could do this 19th century Bernie Sanders for fucking ever, man. I love it so much. Just because you were not born into a wealthy family does not mean your neighbor is not a witch.
It is funny to think about being on the left
right.
Or technology is very funny.
Yes.
Just talking about grain and wheat and shit.
Right, totally. Well, the problems were just so broad still.
Yeah.
It was just so like when we talk about the Revolutionary War, it's so funny to have those conversations now because it's just like they didn't want a king. Could you imagine if that was the problem now? We're like, get rid of the fucking king. Like, of course they want no king. And they don't want to pay taxes to a government that doesn't run them. And then it's just like slavery. And the people on the left were like, are you kidding me? Like, stop it. And well, actually, not to get too political on our actively stupid podcast, but if you think about it, it's really not that different to this day. That's probably why we're so lefty. We're just like, are we real? People are still okay. People still don't have a home. That's what's happening. That's what you're saying right now. People still don't have homes. And you're just like, where am I going to ride my bike? Shut up. I don't know. This is sort of, there was a big Eric Garcetti. I think about bike lanes a lot because Eric Garcetti got elected because he was the bike lane guy. And then sure enough, the bike lane guy didn't know how to get people into fucking homes. And it's like, that makes sense. And I am
more people standing in the bike lane, though. You got that. People who sit there for a few days.
That's true. At least we have bike lanes. So now the people that don't even know how to ride a bike can ride a bike. That's great. I don't know. I'm being so reductive. I want there to be bike lanes, but I'm just so mad at that piece of shit. Hey. Fuck him. God, I hate him. I hate him so much, dude. But it's good to see you, Caleb.
It's good to see you. I mean, if you're looking at the video version, you can see I am. My backdrop is.
Oh no, Caleb!
There's a fire.
Caleb, you're breaking up. Oh, you're back. What? Your video was breaking up.
No,
but that's okay. It's honestly, it's funny. It's anytime you move suddenly, the video is like, no, we can't.
Right? What is it?
We can't do it.
It's like those old cameras where if you moved your eyebrows once, you couldn't see your whole face. It'd be like you had to.
No,
smile in a picture for
Caleb's webcam is one of those cameras where you had to stand still in the 1800s.
That'd be fun. We should do that for our podcast. Like a podcast in the 1800s is even more fun. They're standing there for a picture, sitting there.
Don't say anything for an hour, otherwise it'll be blurry. That's a podcast in the 1800s.
Holding up a case of Blue Chew next to their head and frowning because it takes an hour to take a picture of it.
Isn't it so funny how, like, the reason you always hear for, like, well, yes, the reason no one's smiling in old photographs is because they had to hold their pose for so long that
Right.
If they were smiling and their mouth moved, it would be blurry. And it's like, how difficult is it for you to smile that you can't?
Well, also, all of their kids had died except
Right.
one. They would have 13 kids, and
Yes.
10 of them would die.
Yes.
And I would never smile again either. It's like, well,
I honestly think, yes, 100%. The reason that people aren't smiling in old photographs is not because they do not have the ability to hold a fake smile for 10 full seconds. It's because nobody on Earth was happy until 1987. I don't think...
that is completely true. It's funny that presidents didn't smile. Like, I bet the first president to smile blew people's minds. All the old ones, they got this nasty little neck beard, and they're not looking forward even. They're just like, here's the president. He looks like he didn't know his picture was going to get took that day. He's like, huh?
Dude, I know. Wow, that's so funny. The presidential portraits they started to be like their whole, just their head and them looking at the camera smiling at like Reagan. It like started with Reagan, but before that, like even Jimmy Carter, his photo, he's like tired.
He didn't.
The photo of Eisenhower was my fucking Twitter banner photo for a long time because it's so funny, dude. He's just like, it looks like he just got punched in the face. He's just looking at the camera like hey, there's video episodes of this podcast on YouTube, and you can see them. You can get to that link from our website, whatsitcalled.rodeo. So there you go. Oh, we lost Caleb for a sec.
None of them glitch. Some of them.
Now he's back.
Some of them glitch.
Yeah, we're glitching this week, but that's all right. We we banked all of our episodes. We recorded all of our July episodes in June, and that's why Caleb and I haven't seen each other in a month. And then it turns out we got to do just one more. Caleb got a little extra touring on the books, which is good. That's a great thing. So
very fun, and I met a bunch of you out on the road. I couldn't believe it. We love doing this podcast so much, and it's still very new, and we're still trying to grow it, and we want you to tell your friends and share it and spread the word. But there's already, like, every town, there's someone who comes up, and they either come up or message later, and then they're like, love the podcast. And that's the coolest thing in the world. I can't even believe it.
It's my favorite, dude.
So it makes me very happy.
It really is my favorite thing. So, I've been doing my solo podcast, Good Heroin, for a while, and I have my Patreon going where I do another solo podcast on there called Dave Ross is Dead. And I've had so much fun doing that shit, and I also I've like made a ton of shit that I like. That I had a Twitch show with Kyle Ayers. I made sketches, all sorts of shit. Anyway, this is a long way of leading into like coming out of quarantine. I've kind of realized that for me, a thing I need to do is like shrink my workload down to like I've always been like an obsessive worker, and so I'm taking shit off my plate like crazy. I'm not really going to get into it, honestly, because it's boring, the reasons, except I'll just say, like, I think it's smart coming up in comedy to make a ton of shit, and then as you get older, to chill out at a certain point. And I am craving a chill out. And so I'm shrinking my whole life down to stand-up and this podcast, because I truly think this podcast is the most fun I've ever had.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah. So we're excited. Fun. Yeah.
It's the greatest, man.
And next week, so yeah, well, welcome to What's It Called? Thanks so much for listening.
What a cold open.
I know.
Had a few glitches.
Yeah, some glitches.
We found out how much poon Bernie gets.
Dude, how funny, man.
In the 1800s.
19th century pussy obsessed Bernie Sanders. Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah, we are recording remotely, but we're back next week and like ideally every single week. Obviously this will happen sometimes, but we're going to like we're making a calendar. We hadn't done that yet. Making a calendar for each other to make sure we know when each other are out and stuff. And the plan is to always be in person because that's like particularly my favorite. And so we're waiting.
It's so fun.
We're waiting until next week to. Man, I'm not used to saying the announcements. What am I trying to say, Caleb? Patreon. We have a Patreon. We have bonus episodes on the Patreon. The show on our Patreon is called What's in There, and a bunch of you have subscribed over the last month. And if you subscribe to our Patreon, we shout you out on the show. I'm going to wait one more week to shout you all out because I really want to do it when Caleb and I are in the same room. It's just more fun.
We're going to be in the same room. Cats, beers, coffee.
Yes, dude.
We got a lot of fun stuff planned. And I'm so pumped that people are so many new Patreon heads.
Yeah,
I love
dude.
you. And it's so exciting, but yeah,
it's
we got
so
a lot
fucking
of fun
exciting.
stuff.
We actually want to make sure that we do the Patreon in person this week, and Caleb gets back tomorrow, so that's going to come out on Wednesday. We have a bonus episode that usually goes up every Monday along with this show. That'll come out just 2 days late this week, so be a little patient with us on the Patreon. Thanks. It's patreon.com/whatsitcalled. Also, whatsitcalled.rodeo is our website. Our email is whatthehellisitcalled@gmail.com. If you want to ask us to rename anything or just say anything about the show or just say hi to us, we'd love to hear from you. And there's one more thing I got to announce before we get back to talking about how much sex Bernie Sanders has, which is a lot. He's also I'm guessing that Bernie is a power bottom. We can get back to that.
I've never heard like a straight guy in his 80s referred to as a power
bottom. Oh man, wow. Vermont's #1 power bottom.
That's what I prefer. I don't want to think about him doing any other position. I want to think about him laying there. He's got his glasses on the bridge of his nose.
He's like reading. Wow. Oh man.
He's got both those big mittens on and socks. That's it. Mittens, socks, and glasses. And
wow. That's so funny.
That's such a fun
and wearing that huge jacket from that photo of him at Biden's inauguration. Oh boy. No, so August 5th, this week, Thursday, August 5th, we have deemed What's It Day. It's this Thursday is going to be What's It Day. Now, here's the story of What's It Day. Caleb and I, we want to record a few episodes on Thursday. And here's another thing. I am going to quit drinking. Now, I think, maybe I won't. But the plan, we were talking about how we want to record a bunch of episodes, and also I want to quit drinking. But before I quit, I want to get drunk with Caleb one more time. And
that's right, baby.
We're both back in LA, and I have acquired. I got as a gift. I can't really tell the story. Well, I can, but it's not. I don't know. It's weird. It's hard to talk about because it's like a famous friend, and so it's just sort of like a weird braggy story, but also it's their life, so I'm not going to tell it.
Lived in LA for a long time. You got a few friends.
I got like a really, really expensive bottle of bourbon, and if I'm going to quit drinking, well, I have to drink that. This is the logic of an addict, by the way.
You can't throw that away. It's immoral.
It's a 20-year Pappy Van Winkle's bourbon, a thing that I can't afford and probably never will be able to in my life. and I've had, I got it, and Chris Charpentier and I were hanging out, and we had never heard of it except for like, I guess a little, but we Googled it. How much it costs, and Sharpie was like, "Oh man, we can't drink this. This is like, it's seriously like drinking. It's like drinking a year's worth of rent. It's just like, I can't drink this. Are you crazy?" But I was like, and we sat there and we thought about it, and I was like, like, that's how fucking expensive it is. It's like $3,500 a bottle, but they're so hard to get that people like auction them off and like sell them for way more than that.
Yeah.
And so we were like, fuck, dude. Yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah, you just don't drink it. And he was like, you should sell it. And I was like, first of all, it's a gift, and I don't want to do that, But then also, like, I don't want to I don't know. It's fine. I respect people who like whatever, who like sell their shit. I'm selling my bed soon. That's true. I'm getting rid of my bed.
Yeah, but no one gets a bed as a gift, because then he's going to follow up on it. He will. And he'll go, how'd you like that Pappy Van Winkle? And you'll go, smooth.
Right.
Smooth.
And he'll be like, how smooth? How smooth?
Oh. It was, I was drinking it going, dude.
Oh, this is smooth as a baby's bottom.
Yeah, and he's like,
I would actually call it a baby's power bottom. That's what I would.
See, that's what we should rename Boss Baby. We'll do a whole episode on that.
Called Power Bottom.
Power Bottom Baby Boss.
Power Bottom. That's so funny. That's a power bottom is another word for boss baby. Though that's what that means. Oh, I've been saying that wrong. Oh man,
Dude, that movie is so bad.
Boss Baby.
It's so bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I haven't seen it.
You would think it would at least be like, I remember there used to be, that was a whole genre. There was always like a baby who was a man pretending to be a baby. I feel like that was in like 1 in 3 of those Hanna-Barbera cartoons or something. There's always like a pretend baby. It's very common. It's like Evil Twin. And so I was like, oh, maybe it'll be charming. It is so, dude, it's weird and itchy.
Really?
It's not good.
It's just not even like cute. I would think, as much as Alec Baldwin has kind of showed his cards as a fucking lunatic idiot now, I would think that Alec Baldwin playing a baby in charge would be funny, but it's not funny.
Not.
Damn.
No, it's not.
That sucks.
You know how B-movie, you're just like, something's wrong. I don't like it in here. I need to leave.
It's sort of the reverse of how everybody I know who saw Sausage Party was like, that movie was so great. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? But everyone I know who's seen Sausage Party is like, I'm telling you, man, you got to see Sausage Party. It says Seth Rogen has a hot dog, and he's hanging out with, other hot dogs.
It's just, Sausage Party's got some funny moments, but dude, there's some weird, dark, unpleasant things about that I was just like, it's like, it felt like getting too high, and you're like, no, stop it, no.
Yeah, that's what I would think, that it's just like a bunch of dick puns, which is what those guys do anyway, but now it's on the nose, and it's cartoons. Yeah, funny. Well, I'm happy to hear you say that. Maybe I got to get new friends.
Yeah, let's get all new friends.
Let's get new friends.
Let's do that on What's It Day. We're gonna tweet at you. We're gonna give you so many tweets on What's It Day.
Yeah, so now we have a day planned, Caleb and I. We're recording a few episodes of the show, and then I have a stand-up show. I'm staying at my girlfriend's place for this month, which is, if you're watching on YouTube, she has such a wonderful apartment, and we're gonna record here, and then I'm doing a show right down the street. We're gonna walk up there. I'm hoping they'll throw Caleb on the show. That happens a lot with this man, and then we're gonna come back here, and we're gonna drink a fucking $10,000 bourbon. Oh yeah, so I was saying, I mean, obviously, I don't know. I was like, the gift part. And I certainly, like, that amount of money I don't have. I like always need money. You know how it is. We're broke. We're not there yet, working on it. hoping.
This is the funniest one of the remote ones we've ever done. You're at your girlfriend's apartment, and I'm at a Super 8 in Macon, Georgia.
Dude, yeah, you can like see the latch on the door. You can see like that your door like needs to be locked. You can like tell the curtain is the same color as the wall paint. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. They were like, can we make the curtain and the wall beige and the door?
And it's a popcorn ceiling, also popcorn wall, popcorn carpet. It's everything is rough and popcorn in here. It's a real nightmare. But hey, $30 a night, baby.
$30, dude. I wish we could drink the Pappy Van Winkles there. That'd be so funny. Every sip would be one night at the hotel.
It's so funny. This Pappy Van Winkle is so expensive and great. I've seen several documentaries on it.
Yeah.
It's like a news story every year. They're like, we're out of Pappy.
I know, dude. Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I can't believe I was given one. It's like the nicest. Yeah. I don't know. I'm taking a long time to say this, but it was like a real argument in my head. Like, what do I do? When you're with, I don't know if I will ever be safe on money. Do you know what I mean? Do you think about that? How I think I might always be broke. I think I might always be going like gig to gig trying to make it happen. And so someone hands me a thing that's like basically a gold bar. They're like, do you want to eat it? Do you want to eat this gold? You could eat the gold, and that's what I want you to do. Here's a gift. I want you to eat $10,000. That's what I want you to do. That's why I'm giving it to you. I want you to fucking eat it. And because I'm your friend and you need to eat this money. Or you could do something with it. And Sharpie and I talked about it for a while. And I was like, you know what, man? I want to live a life where I know what the fuck this shit tastes like. And I swear to God, Chris goes, he goes, all right, man, well, we don't even own any glasses, so we're going to Target. And he was like, I'm not going to fucking drink this shit out of coffee mugs. And yeah. This is like, I'm 38. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's go get cups.
He was like, I'll buy them. And I was like, I'll buy but he bought, I mean, we have glasses. We just didn't have tumblers, and he like bought a set of tumblers, and it was magic. It tastes great, man.
Before COVID, I only had mason jars. You know, like I was drinking out of mason jars.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, maybe I should go get a cup. I was like, and in my head, me and my roommate, I was like, hey, if you're going to the store, can you get me a cup? Here's $10. And he's like, do you know what cups cost? And I was like, no, I've never bought a cup. And he's like, the cups are close.
Cups are free.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get one free when you buy drinks. Sort of. Yeah, no, I'm with you, dude. I didn't own cups until Sharpie bought the tumblers. I'd only ever drinking water out of a litter box. Yeah. And I eat off the floor. Yeah. And I got one of those cars
like,
where
no bed frame. He doesn't have bed frame. Dave slept in a pile of shit.
I slept in a pile of shit, and it was my shit. It was weird, man. I had to keep shitting on the floor to sleep in shit. That's how poor I was. I had to make it worse for myself in order to have the amount of no money I had. You know, I don't know. This riff, I lost it. But listen,
no, it's so
I'm
funny.
garbage.
Me too.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, no,
What's
but anyway,
gonna be fun.
What's the day? We're recording. We're going to a show, and then we're gonna get fucking drunk, partially on this really, really nice bourbon. And here's, I think, my favorite thing about What's a Day. It doesn't have anything to do with anyone but us. And I honestly don't know if we'll post about it.
We're going to make a poster. We're going to have submission. You could submit to be a part of What's a Day, and you can RSVP, but you cannot join. It's just going to be us recording the podcast, but we're going to promote it as if it's a big thing. I cannot wait.
You would think What's a Day would be a big festival that involved other people that, you could see or you could show up to, or at least be a guest on, but that's not going to be the case. What's a Day is going to happen in a vacuum, and then you'll hear it later.
Yeah, it's going to be like when, people pray to the east to face Mecca. It's going to be like that. You'll just know it's happening. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to do anything. Just know that Thursday is What's It Day, and you can be a part of it in your heart.
It's true. It's your day. It's our day.
It's our day. We worked hard for this.
Man, I think I didn't know it, but I've always wanted to have a holiday that where nothing happened.
Yeah.
How great is that, man?
And if you got some bourbon at your home, you get some Evan Williams or some Jim Beam, something, maybe some Woodford Reserve. You do a little shot with us,
Oh my God.
Anytime during Thursday.
That's What's a Day. We've figured it out. What's a Day? August 5th every year. We all have a drink alone, and we don't talk to each other.
That's What's a Day, baby.
And I'll say it'll be 9 p.m. Pacific on August 5th. Everybody has a drink, but we don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone. That's how you lose the game.
If you tell anyone that you're celebrating What's a Day at 9 p.m. on August 5th, then it ceases to be What's a Day for everybody else. And you don't want to do that to everybody else.
You don't want to put that pressure. We're going to be so sad if you take our holiday from us.
Truly.
People don't even say What's a Day anymore.
I know,
People say,
dude.
ooh, August 5th.
Yeah.
That's not what it is.
Yeah, here we say happy What's a Day, okay? We don't say happy August 5th like some fucking Canadians. Dude, I just did a show in the South where I don't know if I fucking talked to you about this yet. I really hadn't come across this in a while, but I showed up at the venue, and on the door, front door, outside, stapled to the fucking front door was a piece of paper printed off of a computer, and it said, "We are politically incorrect here. We say Merry Christmas, and if you don't like it, you can get out."
What?
And I was just like, well, that's what Santa likes. You know how Santa just fucking just wants to be mean at the door. On the door, man. He's like, you can get out. Man.
That's the version of Santa that's Mel Gibson with a gun who's like, it's Christmas, bitch. Like, whoa.
It's funny, too, just like these people that are like, it's a war on... Does everyone know that if they think there's a war on Christmas, they are just on the naughty list? They have to know. Yeah, there's a fucking whole list. This whole holiday is about being nice. And you're just like, fuck you. Jesus.
It's one of those things that I've never experienced. You know what I mean?
Right.
Never experienced being like, Merry Christmas, and someone not saying it back or saying, don't say that. And it's like, I dare you to find a more liberal group of friends of mine.
Yes.
Or, you know what I mean? You're not, nobody, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know where it is. Every single flat piece of paper in December has to say it. Where it's like,
right.
It's a lot of there's like 30 holidays that month. It's
and I'll tell you what else. I'll tell you what else. If someone were to be like, hey man, could you please not say Merry Christmas? I would be like, no problem. And that would be the end of that. That would be over.
I've never heard it. No one's ever said
but
it to
also
me.
I've never heard it. Both. I'm just saying both. Like literally
It's so
both.
Crazy.
And yeah, to your point, there are a million holidays that month. Of course, corporations and businesses are like happy holidays. They want to be inclusive of human beings who are alive.
Business. Right. It's so crazy. It's like, if you're like, I'm gonna go watch Seinfeld, and they're like, I'm watching Everybody Loves Raymond. Don't watch Seinfeld. It's like,
right.
What? It's the most popular by so much far. It's the most popular holiday in the history of the world.
Yes.
Celebrated like thoroughly by people who are religious and people who aren't, and just television and Disney and like all these things. I don't even know. Like, I can't fathom what you're talking about, that there's a war on it. And then it's like saying there's a war on Seinfeld. There's a war. Sometimes I look on the TV and it's not Seinfeld. It's just football. But Seinfeld's the best.
This is a good analogy. I like this. I like this a lot. This is also the stand-up bit. It's not your style of stand-up bit. I don't think you do it. It's like an Ahmed Barucha stand-up bit, though. Like a really well-written commentary on American society. Because that's true. That's just so true. I've thought that a lot about all life. It's the same logic. The war on Christmas is the same logic as all lives matter. They're like Black Lives Matter. We're like Black Lives Matter, and they're like, whoa, what about the rest of the lives? And we're like, nobody said anything about that. Nobody said your life doesn't matter. But you heard it because you're super afraid all the time.
Yeah.
You live in fear.
Like St. Jude commercial, and they're like, what about kids without cancer? My kid doesn't have cancer.
Right.
Is my kid a bitch? Like, what?
Dude.
No. We're just talking about the kids.
It all started, this is my theory. It all started with the "my student beat up your honor student" bumper sticker.
Oh,
that was the beginning of it all. Right? Like the honor student bumper sticker happened, and then other people were like, oh, well, are you saying fuck my kid? It's like, no. If the bumper sticker said "fuck your kids," then I would see.
That's a bumper sticker. That's
hey, fuck your kids. I think your kids are fucking stupid. And
oh man, that's like I've been like all over the South and stopping at gas stations. There's always like a rack of hats, and they'll say things like, one of them will say beer. One says deer, one says Second Amendment, and then the third one's like, fuck your kids. And it's like, jeez. Who is stopping at this getting these?
What's funny too is that there's also a rack right next to that too that's like for women or something. You know what I mean? Which is obviously, I don't subscribe to like these two separate like extremes that that two genders have to subscribe to, but they do. Those gas stations
all do.
And
all
it's just
gas
like,
stations.
There's dude stuff and there's lady stuff, and the lady stuff is like live, laugh, love, and just like don't talk.
But then there's also the ones that'll be a pink trucker hat for a lady, and it says "gun bitch," and you're like, why? Why do you need that? You need a pink hat that says "gun bitch."
Right. Right. And there's also like the fucking, oh man, one of my favorite parts of these places is like there's the glass case. And half of the glass case is like $700 knives that are like twisty. There's like flip out knives and twisty. There's like twisty fucking crazy knives. And then right next to that, there's like pewter dragons or like crystal balls. And it's like, who the fuck are you for? Like, it's weird because then there's like a ton of shit that makes sense. There's like racks and racks and racks of shit for truckers, like CB radios and like reflective vests and like stuff for fixing shit. And it's just like, yes, right. But then like, do truckers in general just like, oh man, where am I going to get a fucking metal dragon? I need I don't think they do. Like, you know what? Rodney Carrington CDs make sense. And just like audio books make sense. But yeah, dude, just fucking like, oh man, this one's crazy. It's a knife shaped like a grenade. And,
which is what would you need that for? Somebody who's like, oh, I'm safe. It's just a grenade. Like,
right.
You want a flask that looks like a phone. You don't. What are you trying to hide? Like, this is the worst disguise I've ever. Yeah, it's a lighter shaped like a cigarette. Dude,
that's so funny. Man, yeah, I'm gonna sneak my flask in. It's okay. It's shaped like a big dick. And so I'm gonna walk in here with my big metal dick in my hand. Nobody has a problem with it all.
Oh well. We got our next round of merch for What's It Day.
Big metal dicks. every August 5th at 9 p.m. Pacific time, we all drink $10,000 bourbon out of a big metal dick. And you know what? If that's not the holiday you celebrate, well, then you can get out. Happy What's a Day, everybody.
Happy What's a Day, everybody. You got to plan it, though. Please tweet at us on What's a Day. That's going to be on the August
big
5th.
Day.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Dude, I'm so excited, man. It'll be, we haven't seen each other, but also just fucking, I don't know, man. My favorite thing, you know what I realized from traveling? I don't like to party anymore at all. I thought like maybe a little, I like to be around a bunch of my friends, but I don't like to get drunk at a party and do loud party stuff and there's loud music. I don't like it. What I do like is to sit with 2 to 6 people. I'll open it up to 10 if they're all cool. You know what I mean? But a chill time with a small group of people riffing and getting insanely drunk. And
I couldn't agree more about the numbers you just laid out, because you were even reticent about 10, and that's so true, because you invite 9 cool people or even 7. They're cool. They're all cool. But we all know you have certain cool friends who have friends that are not cool that they bring, and you go, why? How do you... So you think me and them are cool? How could you possibly like both me and that piece of shit? Why would you bring them in here?
There are also, by the way, lots of cool people who don't know how to sit and riff. Right. And I think... And that's like it's just a personality type, I think, or maybe how you were raised, or I don't fucking know. And it's not really specific. It's just sort of like, it's like, honestly, what you're into. A lot of people are into like everybody talking. And I was actually hanging out with one of my favorite people the other day. It was 4 of us in a booth, and 4 of us, 2 people were talking. And then as they were talking, the third one just started talking to me. And I was like, wait, no, I can't do that. They're talking, and they're right next to me.
What are you doing?
Yeah, but it happened like several times throughout the day, and I realized like, oh, when I'm with people, I want to listen, and then also share, and we're all exchanging, and that's the way that I do it. But not everybody does that, and the more people you get in a circle, the more likely you are to have like little like breakaways and stuff like that. But and that's, fine. That's how it would end up. And you can't really complain if that happens, because then you're that guy. Could you imagine? Wait, why aren't you sitting down and doing what I want?
Or to go politely, hey, you seem like a wonderful person. If tonight is spent talking with you, it'll make me very sad. That's just not what I planned on, because I just don't really like you at nearly as much. I like 5 people a lot more than you. You're like number 6, but like you took so much of my... It feels like people taking money out of my pocket. Like so many things now have the exact same feeling as you reaching in my pocket and taking money out. And I'm like,
wow.
We're out talking and laughing, and then you elbowed me and like turned my shoulder, and you're like, hey, so what, do you make a lot of money doing stand-up? And I'm like, what are you doing? I was
listening to fucking... that guy right over there is one of the funniest people on earth. And he was mid-sentence. Fuck. Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
I like 10 or less, not loud. Let's sit. I want to sit, and I want to riff. I couldn't agree more. And
yeah, that sort of riff circle, that like throwing the we talked about it at Kyle Ayer's party. There were like maybe even 12 of us sitting in your girlfriend. Jenny was there. My girlfriend was there. Rob Hayes was there, and his girl, and Kyle, and what is Jenny's friend's name? She's really funny.
Abby.
The girl who
Abby
loves
Finch.
Steamed hot dogs,
loves those steamed hot dogs. Shout out to Abby Finch.
Insane. Insane boiled hot dogs, dude. I fucking talked about that on the last Off a Level League, my Twitch show with Kyle. Yeah. Mike Carosa was in the chat, and he goes, boiled hot dogs are way better. And then the whole chat was like, we all prefer boiled hot dogs. It was, Kyle and I were like, this is insane. We are now in the minority. And they all were saying, and here's what they all said. They were like, I don't really care if they're boiled or grilled, but what I'm here for is the steamed bun, which I also think is ridiculous. But
I don't understand anything that's happening.
I know, dude. I know. It doesn't make any sense.
That's what happens when you riffing with a group of 10.
Yeah. No, that was great, though.
happens.
Everyone, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's like, maybe it's just tough to get a rhythm. And that rhythm is, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. But yes, What's a Day? That's what we're going to do. And I'm so
That's
excited.
right, baby. It's coming up. I'm so excited. It's a big pretend festival, but it's real, but it's just me and Dave, and you can celebrate, worship however you like. Take a drink with us around 9. And that's all
At
time
9.
zones. 9 all time zones.
At 9 Pacific. Okay? I don't give it if
9
you're
Pacific.
if you're in Guam, then you got to do it at 4 a.m. or whatever. And I know that we have at least one person in Guam. I know it. There's got to be one person stationed on the naval base in Guam who listens
Oh,
to.
man.
There has to be.
I know that. I know it to be true.
So everybody knows that What's It Called is called What's It Called because we don't know what our podcast is called.
We
don't
do
know what
not.
it's called. And we're never going to fucking figure it out. But also, we rename other shit. We rename your
That's right.
shit. Email us, what the hell is it called, at gmail.com. And here's what I don't know if I talked to you about this yet. I was thinking about it on the road that I legitimately think that we should start, and we don't have to, but I think that we should start coming up with new names for things that we actually think have fucking terrible names.
Yes.
Because I think that there are so many, like, I don't really think that, like, what are some stuff that we've, NPR. I don't think that that's like a dumb name.
No, but Shawshank Redemption's bad.
That is bad.
That's a bad name.
Bono. Bono is a fucking stupid thing to call yourself.
Bad name.
Just a dumb guy because of it. Truly enjoy his music. Piggly Wiggly. There you go.
There's some bad names out there.
Though arguably Piggly Wiggly's great because of that, you know?
Maybe. The Hudsucker Proxy's bad. You have Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close is very bad.
Yeah.
There's some things that's a bad title.
That
Lucky
is
Number
a
11 is a bad title.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, there's a lot out there.
Lucky
that are
Number
just-
11 is maybe the worst name of a movie ever.
That's very, very bad.
Yeah, stand-up comedy needs a new name, quite frankly.
Dude, we gotta rename stand-up.
Let's
We
do
have
it next
got to
week.
rename stand-up.
We'll do stand-up
Dude,
next
hell
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Stand-up comedy is just like, it's one of those things where, like, have you ever seen a sign for a business and it's called, like, America Muffler? And it's just like, well, how'd you name that? You know what I mean? There are so many business names that are just like, what do you call your business? Well, what is it and where is it? Yeah, we're Burbank Computer. We are Glendale Hot Dogs. You know what I mean?
Now people just name it what you would type into Google Maps. It's like food near me.
Wow, that's funny.
Food near me.
Stand-up comedy is just like that. What are you doing, and how are you doing it?
If I was gonna open a comedy club, I would name it Things to Do in L.A. I don't need comedy in the title. I don't need nothing.
Oh man, things to do in LA.
First date ideas.
Also, if we're being honest about what people pay for, a comedy club should be called Drink Food. Oh man,
Food.
Clean bathrooms. Come on down to Clean. Caleb Sinon's headlining Clean Bathrooms in Raleigh this weekend.
Oh man, that would make my mom so proud.
Oh, I know.
Clean bathrooms.
Dude, but I legitimately think this movie we're renaming as a fucking terrible name. Like, I've never.
Oh,
It
it's very
sounds cool, which I think is why. But Reservoir Dogs, if I think about it, do you know why it's called Reservoir Dogs? Is it in
Here's
the
the
movie?
story, as far as I am aware, is that when Quentin Tarantino worked at that video store in Manhattan Beach back in the day, people would come in, and there's like an old French movie called like Au revoir l'enfant, which
Okay.
is like Goodbye Kids or something. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Using
yeah.
Context clues. and like rednecks would come in or something, or like the California version of rednecks, and they would be like, y'all got Reservoir Dogs? And he'd be like, no, we don't. What is that? And then he finally figured out that people are just dumb and don't know that's a French title, and they had heard it was good, and several different people would be like, Reservoir Dog.
I could see how au revoir is reservoir because it's Ourevoir. But how do you get les enfants into dogs?
I mean, he may have been lying. It's Quentin Tarantino. That's what he
true.
Said.
God, he sucks, huh?
I heard that in an interview, and I was like, oh, because I thought in my head, Reservoir, maybe these guys are dogs, and reservoirs are where, the dogs that hang out of the reservoir are the most vicious of dogs. And like, I'm expecting to see that as the text at the beginning where it goes, and then I'm expecting at the end someone's going to go, you're all just a bunch of reservoir dogs. And they go,
It's the last line of the movie. Damn, that would rule. Well, guys, I guess we're just a bunch of reservoir dogs. And they all just die. They all just bleed out. Man. Did you know this? I actually just read this. Yes, I was like looking at Quentin Tarantino's Wikipedia page. It was, I think, 10 years ago, Quentin Tarantino won his first Oscar, and he won it for biggest face. Yeah. They don't air the biggest face category.
Yeah, they don't tell you that.
They don't. But yeah, and he's won it every year since also.
Biggest. And you know that you're going to run into him in New York in a few weeks. He's going to be at a bar. You'll be walking by and be like, so they're these alt comedians that have been saying have the biggest face. They've been saying have the biggest face.
Oh, yeah. I was telling him I was at a comedy club in New York, and I walked by Rich Voss, who I don't know and have never met, and I overheard him saying, some alt comedians were talking shit about me on a podcast. I literally overheard him say that to another comic.
He's a big fan.
Yeah, and that's happened on this show. I don't think it was talking about us, though. We're not alt comics.
No.
I mean, we come from that world, but I wanted to know. I don't know what Rich Voss, like what an alt comedian is to him. I know what it is to, like, what do you imagine? What's an alt comedy podcast? They're just like making sounds. It's like Paul F. Tompkins doing improv as Rich Voss. Like what? Like on Comedy Bang Bang, did they do Rich Voss as a character? I can't even.
I don't know. Well, we got to get to the bottom of it. If you know what they're talking about, tweet at us. If you know any other podcast that talks shit about Rich Voss, it wasn't even talking shit. It's just he's an odd
we're making
bird.
fun of him.
Yeah, we're making.
I mean, I guess that's talking shit, but I'm never gonna not make fun of a dude whose stand-up is like, you're not gonna believe how many push-ups I can do, and all my stand-up is like, I have never not cried. Anyway.
Yeah, shout out to Rich Voss. We'll hope to have you on as a guest.
Man, it was so perfect because we did. I don't remember what it was, but we did a bit. You were telling a story about him.
Oh yeah, he
being
wanted
a dick at a show. He was a dick at the 1
me,
a.m.
and I'd never met him. He kept saying mean things to me, and like,
yeah,
all those like tough guy, tough crowd types. When I've opened for them, they always like make a bunch of Jew jokes towards me, and I'm like, I guess I'm not Jewish. Does that matter to you, or this is just you already had these written? And he was like, I think it was. Oh yeah, I was like, I don't like to roast. I don't know you. I don't really care. And I was like, here's a roast. When they told me I was opening for you, I was disappointed.
Oh yeah, and then I said, your worldview flies in the face of everything I believe. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so it's not like it's just that's not really talking shit. That's just that's the truth. I was hoping it'd be like someone else.
Yeah, no, we had. Yeah, anyway, it was really funny to walk by.
Yeah.
I want to know what he was talking about so bad.
We'll find out.
But
Yeah, so Reservoir Dogs is not a great name. Even if that story's true, which sounds like fake, but that's what he says. It does seem like it doesn't really have anything to do with the plot. It doesn't really make sense. Never comes back. They never reference it. I don't really know who's the dogs. Are the cops the dogs? Are they the dogs? Where's the reservoir? What's it mean?
Who's the dogs? Oh, man. Who are the dogs out? Or whatever. Well, let's do some fucking alt names, dude. You got some new names?
I wrote some on the plane. I'm real excited. I'm guessing like here's what I'm writing mine based on was that it seems like he just wanted a tough sounding name. You know, they got a match in their mouth and sunglasses on. They got the suit and none of them tip. So I was like, I wanted to get a few that were similar. So I got Parkway Rats.
Yeah.
Backyard Birds.
Yes, dude.
Airport Pigs. Gangplank Fish. Warehouse Cats. Junkyard Cocks. Storage Unit Bugs.
Yes, dude.
Garage Frogs.
Any of these could work. Especially since they're garage frog. Oh my god.
And then
against like something specific, like Scottish people. Just
you're like, what is a garage frog? That's the Scats. And I got Boathouse Ball Sacks. And then
dude.
My last few, I got Pulp Fiction: The College Years.
Ooh, what? That one's great, man. That fucking rules.
Then I have Space Cowboys and Dumb Fat Racists. Because let me tell you, if you go back and rewatch Reservoir Dogs, a lot of times where it's not really a detail. I mean, they are murderers, and I'm assuming most murderers are racist. But boy, it really is. It's like a cold water in the face. You're like, whoa, there's like no need. And Steve Buscemi just out of nowhere.
I don't remember the movie. I haven't seen it in a long time. There's a bunch of racism in it.
Yeah, I think the first time you see it, it's just, the first time I saw it was in like 2005 or something,
right.
Like way before the mood of now. So I was like,
right.
Well, yes, these are murderers, they're thieves, they're killers, they betray each other. And I guess they also say the N-word. That seems consistent with a bunch of white murderers.
Yeah.
They're probably not very woke on race, I'm assuming. There's not like honor killing, like they're just killing for money. So I would assume you probably have some backwards views.
Yeah.
It's from the early 90s. They're old guys. But yeah, dude, I was taken aback because I was just like, they don't do that now. They just don't.
Right.
It's give it a rewatch. You'll be like, damn, these guys are really racist.
Now that you're saying it, I'm like sort of remembering. I do remember particularly Quentin Tarantino's character in everything he does. He's the guy. He's like, I think my character would be racist.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you're gonna be like, here's what I wrote. I'm gonna say it. Point the camera at me, and it's like, that would be the exact opposite of what I would do.
Yeah, totally. That it really
Even
is
if
funny.
my movie had some racists, I'd be the guy who went, hey,
don't do that. Who wrote this?
Get out of my bar.
I'd be the writer in the movie who can't handle the bad writing. Dude, so to your point of like another like Garage Frogs, like other versions of that, I was thinking that too. How like he really was just looking for titles that were like gross or like tough or rough, And so I think you could call the movie Hiding Under the Sink. For some reason, Hiding Under the Sink really...
Hiding Under the Sink. Hiding Under the Sink, that is not a bad title for a movie, honestly. So you nailed it with that. Like, that seems like something that would have come out and been nominated for Best Screenplay this year,
Yeah, totally. Like an alternate name for A Quiet Place. Also, Grumpy Old Men. I think Grumpy Old Men would be a great name. Also, Marlboro Lights, the movie. Oh yeah, this really made me laugh. I don't really know what this means, but it really made me laugh. If they called the movie "A Bunch of White Don Cheadles."
Whoa! That's perfect.
Yeah, because they do like really Don Cheadle energy from a lot of them. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Dude, that's killer. I think a bunch of white Don Cheadles. I want to see posters for this one. If you know how to make posters, Hiding Under the Sink is so funny, and a bunch of white Don Cheadles is damn funny.
What are some other? I mean, it really is just because the movie is like what they're gangsters for hire, and they all have to dress the same in order to like look cool. But it's not that. It's because their identity, and then it all goes wrong.
Because they didn't have a wardrobe budget, and they said, "Well, let's make I guess characters would say, let's all wear this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, obviously, the real reason is that Quentin Tarantino just thinks it's cool to have them all wear a three-piece suit and be, like crazy gangster tough guys. But it's also funny, like the cast is like Steve Buscemi, right? He's in it, or is he
Steve
not?
Buscemi's in it. Michael Madsen.
Oh yeah, Tim Roth. It's just
Tim
sort of
Roth's
like
in it.
you're like, I want everybody to be tough, and I want them to wear skinny ties, and I want them to be real thin. It's just like, okay, I want it to be a really tough gangster movie, but I want everyone in the movie to be in that band, the Get Up Kids. If we could just make a really, really scary, violent movie, but it's the only thing the actors have ever been in. And they're and what they do during the day is just kind of weep alone. Yeah, it's like an emo gangster movie. I don't know. Yeah,
it's a weird title. I guess he did the job. I just think it's such a weird title, and it doesn't really make sense. Like all his other ones, you go Django Unchained. What's it about? This guy Django. He gets the chains off. Okay, but yeah, Reservoir Dogs. Why did you name it like that?
Totally. The Reservoir Dogs. Yeah. Well, what would Reservoir Dogs actually be called? Gangster Boys.
Other ones are like Kill Bill.
Right. What's a Kill Bill version of a name for Reservoir Dogs?
White Flight.
That's great. 7 Psychopaths. Yeah. How about that?
It'd be called like it should be called like Mexican Standoff or Bank Boys or
how about Alamo? More like Alan No. You know?
Oh, I want that poster too. That's
Alan No.
No.
Yeah, and then they're all like sort of raising their eyebrows in the poster.
Steve Buscemi's face screaming, and then the title is just called "Fucking Professionals."
Shootout at the Not Okay Corral. I do feel like, OK Corral, not New OK Corral, some shit like that. Yeah. Man, 6 violent adults.
6 violent adults. Shootout at the warehouse we could afford.
Yeah. Wow, that's so true, dude. It really. That's so fucking true. That's such a great point. Is that it's one of the few movies where you watch it and you're like, damn, they were really trying to make a big movie on no money. Even Clerks is like, they just sort of succumbed to it. They were like, well, it's Clerks and they're in a building. And we just made a movie called Clerks because we can't afford to do anything else. But Quentin Tarantino was like, I can't afford to do anything, but it's a real movie though, and it's called Reservoir Dogs because they're crazy, they're dirty, the 6 of them, and yeah, sure, I went to a Goodwill and I got 6 of the same suit, but in the movie, the reason they wear it is that there's a boss that made them do it. And and they got an old car because they wanted that. They didn't want they picked a shitty car. It wasn't because that was all that I could have. Man,
It's so funny too. One of the guys in the movies is an actual crook. Like one of the guys
Really?
is not an actor. Eddie Bunker is not an actor. He was just a crook. And Quentin Tarantino was like, "Hey, how would they do this?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, when I used to rob, I did it like this." And he was like, "Sweet, you want to be in it?" Like it's so low budget, it's crazy.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
I think that we should call the movie Biggest Face.
Biggest Face wins. That's getting my vote. Biggest Face or Hiding Under the Sink.
Big Face and the Beatles.
Yeah.
What if the Beatles got mad? That's the name of the movie. What if the Beatles got mad? We found it. I think that's it. Oh man, what if the Beatles got mad?
We gotta do some of the suggestions.
Oh shit.
It's so long since we've recorded, I forgot how we do it.
Me too.
Yeah. Y'all, thanks for all the tweets. I think we got 1,000 tweets.
We did
really good ones too.
All right, here we go.
We hadn't been tweeting out the suggestions since we haven't recorded in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we're
we got
finally
some really good
fucking
ones.
back. Oh shit, yeah, we got a bunch. Hell yeah, dude. Oh man, thank you all so much for jumping in. And yeah, it had been a month since we pre-recorded, so this is fun. First one at Demirest, Quentin Tarantino's Pride Parade. The Ska Bandits. Nice, dude. How did I not come up with a ska one?
The Ska Bandits. Oh, it's going to be hard to top that.
Yeah.
I like this one from I'm Nicolasaurus says, the Rat Pack plus Joe Pesci.
Is Joe Pesci in it?
No, but it seems like he is.
It does seem like he would be in it.
Yeah. Oh, Keith Carey says, the fighty boss tones.
Yes, dude. The fighty boss tones, you fucking dick. Darth Plato, favorite of the show, very tough boys. That's great, dude.
Very tough boys. Oh, Kenny DeForest said, Suit Boy Soiree.
Yes, dude. At Kevin Gets Red, incredibly suits and extremely blood. Oh, wow. At Alex Price, who's like a super funny comic from Indiana, the Brian Setzer orchestrated robbery. That's great. Dude, Kenny DeForest. Garrett Moat says, 5 white dudes podcast? Question mark. Wow, that's so funny. I will say this, as much as it's worth talking shit about white dudes having a podcast where they talk it out, you know? I'll bet you that phenomenon has stopped a lot of crime. Like the fact that dudes can have a podcast has there have been a lot less public yellings, at least.
Yeah, thank God. Me and Dave and Rich Voss would have had to have a celebrity fight. It'd be like a cage match or something. But look at us now. We get to blow up his team. Oh, I love Pokpod said, extremely stuck and incredibly in the middle with you.
Wow.
I like that one.
At Nzaino, Nzaino, it's Nick Zano. He's like a writer in Boston. He's great. Slashy Bang Bang Killy Suits. Wow, that's so funny. Oh,
I like this one from Dr. Sargent said, potty mouths, which is like what my mom would call it. That's so perfect.
Oh, damn, this is great. Brett V says, end of an ear.
Oh, my God.
That's like really...
Wow.
Oh, shit. Have you made your way down to this graphic that Ario Damien made?
No. Oh, wait, I see it now.
It
oh,
says,
my God. I see it.
It's the poster, but it says, what's it called on that? Damn, I'm going to repost that. I'm going to repost that right now.
I love that.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, we'll do a few more. Haha, nice. At Chit Chat Twit Twat says, college boy dorm poster. I do actually think that to a certain extent, Quentin Tarantino made this movie to be cool in college. He just wanted college people to be like, yay.
It's not only that you like the movie, you think you could have made it, and you think you will make it in a year with your friends.
Yes. Yes.
You're not.
So many bad movies got made because of this movie. You motherfucker, Quentin Tarantino. At Ario Damien says the Men's Warehouse. At Alex James Toon says, "Tell me I'm cool." Oh my God, that's so funny.
I love that.
At Weston Woe says pond pups, and I think that's that's great.
I do like from Noland E. Pugh said, "Dude, where's my ear?" Because that's the first "Dude, where's my."
Wait, what?
Dude,
Wait,
where's
what?
my ear?
Oh shit! I don't know why I didn't get you saying that. That's great.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
where's my ear? Is I mean that's a graphic I love to see. I would love to see, and we'll probably make.
Hell yeah!
At Luis.com says formal heist.
Formal heist.
That's great. Dude, Mike Carosa says, "Oh boy, those guys are up to something." And Winslow Dumaine said, "Suit friends." I
like Andrew Hillary's. Everybody shoots Raymond.
Oh, dude, hell fucking yeah. That's great. And then he also said racist heist.
Yeah,
dude,
they're all pretty racist.
I think Fighty Boss Stones takes the cake, though. That's
probably the winner this time. Good job, everybody. We can't read them all. We got too many this time. But hey, thanks. Keep submitting. We read every time. We love it.
Yeah, and if we didn't read yours this week, we're sorry about that. We just got so many, but we read them every week, and
That's
yours will
right.
get in. Keep jumping with us. We love it so much.
Hell yeah.
Buddy, this was fucking fun. I'm so happy we're back at it.
Me too. This is our best remote. We know the remote. It's never as fun as being in real person. It's like a sleepover is always better in person.
Yeah.
But we're doing a bunch on What's a Day. So do a shot of bourbon with us on the 5th of August and look to the moon. And, we love you.
Whether you're in Guam or not. 9 p.m. Guam time.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, and what's it called? Rodeo for the link to our YouTube and to our Patreon. Our Patreon episode is going up a couple of days late this week, but it'll be up. And follow us on Patreon. We're having so much fun on there. On there, it's what's in there. We're trying to guess what's in there. Stuff. Yeah,
and we got a bunch. Alex Jones' skull, my butt, Dave's butt. The pyramids, the moon, you name it. We're finding it all out.
We should do Reese's, dude. Because to this day, I know it tastes like peanut butter, but that's not peanut butter. I've seen peanut butter.
I've had peanut butter.
Yeah.
It ain't that.
It's not that.
We need to get to the bottom of this shit.
And we're going to rename stand-up comedy next week.
Oh dude, I can't
fucking wait.
I'm
buddy,
gonna crank out some good names for that one.
You got tour dates or anything like that? You want to?
Oh yeah, I only got a couple to plug here. In September, I'll be at Rooster T. Feathers, September 2nd through the 5th, and I'll be at the Laugh-In Comedy Cafe in Fort Myers, Florida, September 16th through the 18th. So come see me. Let's hang. We can do our own What's It Day. It'll be great.
Great. I got a few things too. I'm doing September 16th to 18th. I will be at High Plains Comedy Festival in Denver, Colorado, and then in Boise, Idaho, I'm doing a show. I forget the venue right now, but with Emma Arnold on the 19th, that Sunday. And then also I am doing the Savage Henry Comedy Festival in Eureka, California, October 7th and 8th. And then I'm in Oakland, California, October 9th at It's Your Move Games. There's a show called Critical Hit they do there that I do every time I go to Oakland. And I go in and it's literally this game shop that they pack people into, and I'll do an hour, and it's just one of my favorite shows ever. So yeah,
dude,
come to all that. Yeah, dude,
fun stuff. A million festivals. There's so much fun. Get that vax. Come see us. And hey, we love you so much. You're the best audience in the world. You make us very happy.
Literally in the world. Thank you so much, and we'll see you real soon.
What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? Oh, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called? What's it called?
What's It Called is produced by Hold the Phone Comedy. HoldThePhone.tv. Yeah.